Hello and welcome back to another episode of White Album 2. We are currently playing through the closing chapter on Chiaki's route. So on New Year's Eve, they have watched the school festival DVD and Haruki opened up about his past, including pretty much everything about Setsuna and Kazusa. So pretty big step for the two of them.
同じクラスにそんな奴がいたら全体の雰囲気が悪くなるだろう。
さすが委員長、マッチね。
前期だけだけどな。
At this rate, the woman in front of me will end up becoming the person who understands me the most. I mean, honestly, she kind of is, at this point anyway.
きっと春樹、最初はうざがられたんだろうね。
そりゃもうひどいもんだった。
わかるわかる。人に頼るのがダメな子って春樹とは合わなそうだもんね。私とは全く逆でさ。
人に頼られる方はお前と同じで得意だったけどな。
それだってさ、どうせ春樹がしつこく食い下がったんでしょ。なんか目に見えるようだよ。
うん。
That's just who Haruki is. It's not something that just happened. I probably wished for it to happen that way.
こんな風かな。うざい、鬱陶しい、やるな。
Yikes. Those words that I haven't heard in a while stab at my heart.
関係ないね。あんたバカ？
それはちょっと違うだろ。
じゃあこうかな。お前には関係ない。春樹、あんたバカじゃないの。
She was very on the mark.
名前なんかで呼ばれなかったよ。そんなフランクな関係じゃなかった。
Except the very last day.
じゃあ北原、お前バカじゃないのか。あれ、まだ違う？こんな感じだと思ったんだけどね。
そんな感じだよ。
Those words that I haven't heard in a while spark something in me.
よし、できたできた。
It's so cringy clapping for yourself though.
できてどうすんだそんなもん。
I respond to her dryly and turn my back to her as if saying, I'm tired of fooling around with you. Because I'm scared of the expression on my face right now. Yeah, I mean, honestly, fooling around like that on Chiaki's part is really not good.
今の春樹を元気づけるのってさ、この子が一番適任なのかなって。
なんでそうなる？
そりゃあ消去法？
わけわからん。
There's one among the two that I can no longer be with. I really shouldn't be assuming that the other remaining person is precious to me just because of that fact.
なあ、北原。いつまで落ち込んでんだよ、お前。相変わらず鬱陶しいやつだな。
A low, sharp voice, different from her usual one, strokes my back.
私のせいだって言うのか？そんなこと知るか？お前が勝手に惚れたんだろう、私。
This is wrong. This is really wrong.
やめろ。似てないって。
で、私も勝手に惚れたんだ、お前に。
あいつはそんなこと言わないって。
私たちは共犯だ。お前が落ち込んでばっかだと私も落ち込むぞ。それでもいいのか？
She just wouldn't say something like that.
だからさ、北原、お前の罪は半分なんだよ。
The idea of being partners in crime is something I've selfishly branded on her because of my grudge. She shouldn't have to carry that burden.
罪が半分なんだから、半分の時間で立ち直れよ。もうだいぶ経っただろ。
She doesn't encourage people. There's no way she would encourage me. This is not the real Kazusa.
な、年が明けたらさ、いつものおせっかいで鬱陶しい北原に戻るんだぞ。
This is my ideal Kazusa.
そしたらまた呆れてやる。いつもみたいにバカにしてやるから。
It's how I painted her in my heart.
そこから先はもう私は知らない。北原がどう決めてどう動くか、それだけだ。
It's a good thing that I've quickly turned my back on her. It's a good thing that I can't see anything. Because these are the exact words I seek from Kazusa. No connection is made in my mind between the meaning behind the words and the owner of this voice. If a connection happens to be made, I'll be at a loss as to whether I should respond to the voice or to the face.
あとさ、
The owner of this voice and face, I won't know who to treat her as anymore.
あんまりお前の近くにいるやつに騙されてるんじゃない。そいつは最低の女だ。
え？
じゃあな、このバカ。
But it looks like I'm not the only one who feels that way.
しまった。入りすぎて余計なことまで言わされちゃった。
It appears even the owner of the voice herself is confused as to who spoke those words.
やっぱ私のこと気に入らないんだね、この子。あのさ、春樹、最後のはさ。
もういいよ、千秋。
But that fatal mistake? Kazusa's last words clearly tell me to make a choice.
明けましておめでとう。今、年が明けたよ。
春樹。
At the moment the short and long hand on the bedside clock both point straight up, I turn to face Chiaki. I bring my face to hers, joining our foreheads together. I burn in my eyes the face of this woman by my side right now.
9年中はめちゃくちゃ世話になった。俺、お前に元気づけられた。泉千秋ってやつに救われたんだ。
I think she got really lucky here because I feel like any normal person would have got supremely angry at what she just did. That was overstepping in so many ways. Honestly, like, ugh, I don't know. Bad vibes.
春樹。
だから、今年もよろしくな。
That's why I'm not going to treat Chiaki as an escape anymore. I won't treat her as a substitute for anyone. I won't let her become a substitute.
おやすみ、千秋。たまには何もせずに抱き合って寝るのもいいだろ。
それを春樹が望むならね。
ああ、今日だけはな。
She's a woman named Izumi Chiaki, who's now so precious to me that I just can't go on without her by my side. Happy New Year, everyone! January 1st.
お、やっと起きたか。もう10時だぞ。
まだ10時じゃん。昨日だって寝てたよ、こんな時間。
1年の計は元旦にありって言うだろ。今日くらいはちゃんとしろ、ちゃんと。
I pay no more attention to the half-asleep Chiaki and return to my battle with the kitchen stove. After all, there's a person who will definitely laugh at me if I ruin the omelet despite not being able to make one herself.
よし、準備できたぞ。
だし巻き、おまんに、紅白かまぼこ。
時間と材料ないから、おせちはそれしか用意できなかった。あとは雑煮もなんとかなった。
Dang, Haruki has been a busy bee this morning.
元旦だし、おとそ一杯行こうぜ。なんて、カップ酒に缶つけただけだけどな。それじゃあ改めて、明けましておめでとう。今年もよろしくお願いします。
どうしたのこれ。
お前が通販で取り寄せてくれた食材だろ。
いや、そうでなくてさ。
Despite raising it for a toast, Chiaki doesn't take a sip out of her sake cup, and instead looks curiously at the feast on the table. Well, more like stares dumbfoundedly at the simple dishes.
私、休めって言ったじゃん。ゆっくり寝て、何もしないで、薬飲んで。
What? Like, look at him, he's getting better. He's finally up at a normal time, taking care of business like cooking, and now you're like, what did I tell you? You should have slept. Like, that's not healthy.
言ってたな。
どうして言いつけ破んの？治りかけに無理したらまた。
お前のせいだろ。
なんで？私今回はわがまま言ってないよ。ただずっとダラダラしてようねって。
ああ、そういう意味じゃなくて。
じゃあどういう意味よ。春樹、今のあんたは動いちゃダメなんだって。私の言いつけ守って、私のそばで静かに寝て。
静かに寝ろってそんなやかましく言われてもな。
I empty the sake in the cup and hold it to my mouth.
そんなこと言ったって、春樹が私の言いつけ。
Then, pushing Chiaki down with all my might, I let the sake flow into her mouth using my lips and tongue. That is honestly pretty disgusting. Wow. I use the tip of my tongue to forcefully guide the liquid toward her throat until she finally swallows the mix of sake and saliva. Wow. Way to be.
だから人の話を聞けって。
Chiaki's cheeks seemed far too red for just one cup of sake.
別に辛いこと紛らすために無理やり働くとかそんな段階じゃないんだよ。も
う春樹、
頭もすっきりしてる。心も落ち着いてる。これ年が明けたからってだけじゃないと思う。
As she looks up at me with that dazed expression, a new emotion wells up inside me, one unlike the dependency I had for her until now.
感知したってこと？
さすがの俺もそこまで自信過剰でも多分薄情でもないと思うんだけどさ。
I'm still not completely over Setsuna. Things haven't developed so peacefully over the past 3 years.
でも今の状態ならリハビリは始められる。だからそろそろ薬を抜こうって思ったんだ。
それって。
It's just that even though I'm already aware of it, I've also come to grips with my current self, enough that I know I need to move forward through the muddy path ahead. Well, it is about time you realize that.
千秋損傷、そろそろ克服しないとな。
Kissing her lips while saying that I have to get over her. I guess in a way you can say I'm inconsistent with my words and actions. But I feel there is a difference between clinging on to Chiaki and cherishing her. Big, big difference. A+ on the realization there. That there's a difference between not being able to live without Chiaki and being uplifted just by having her around.
今までありがとうな、千秋。でも俺、そろそろ大丈夫だから。大丈夫になるから。
いいのに、ずっと私依存症のままでも。
俺は基本的にそういうキャラじゃないんだよ。
春樹。
今まで積み上げてきた自分の人生まで否定したくない。
My life, where I stuck to the rules and valued independence, pride, and leadership over everything else. My old self dating way back, even before my meeting with Setsuna and Kazusa 3 years ago.
確かに俺は最低だけど、最低でもいいんだなんて、そんな風に最低な俺を肯定したくないんだ。
Such memories dating almost 10 or so years must still dwell inside me now.
もう私はいらないってこと？
欲しいよ。当たり前だろ。
Chiaki's face flushes a deeper shade of red, despite the fact that she hasn't helped herself to a second cup.
ただこれからは何かを忘れるために千秋に触れるんじゃなくて、何かを心に刻むために千秋に触れたいなって。
Aww. Chiaki's face reddens even more. Her innocent reaction, almost unimaginable considering her usual frankness, leaves me bewildered.
No.
Now that I think about it, this is probably the first time I've outright told her that I want her.
冷めるぞ。早く食おうぜ。
Before we realized, we ignored the simple feast and ended up on top of each other. Somehow embarrassed, we once again face each other at the table.
それじゃあ、いただきます。
いただきます。
ちゃんと手合わせろよ。
We've sat next to each other until now, always touching as if relying on one another. But from today onward, as one individual to another, we'll face each other straight on. This is way, way healthier. This is how you're supposed to rely on someone.
なあ、千秋。飯食い終わったらさ、初売り行かないか？御宿まで出れば、今日からやってる店あるだろ。
いいよ、めんどくさい。
ちょっとくらいならいいだろう。どうしても千秋に一緒に来てほしいんだ。
So first, I want her to accept a token of my appreciation. She'll probably accept it without resistance if it's something like a mystery package. Yeah, in Japan, right after the New Year, mystery packages are sold by so many stores, and they'll put a bunch of random items inside a mystery bag and sell it at a discount. So you could get electronics from an electronics store, or clothes from a clothing store. It's super fun.
Haruki.
荷物持ちとして。
おい。
Of course, we'll need to buy food supplies too. And I'll also make her carry the bags, no mercy. When I stepped out of the bathroom after taking a shower, somehow the room was in disarray. Things were scattered about on the floor that I must have tidied up during the day. Clothes that she took off and flung, clothes that were washed, clothes on their hangers, and a small pouch. Most remarkably, sitting down in the center and staring dumbly at it all was...
何やってんだ、千秋。
The culprit behind such a magnificent spectacle.
荷物カバンに詰めようと思ったんだけどさ、おかしいんだよ。入らないんだ。来るときはぴったりだったのに。
That's a given. Since the time she came here, she's bought underwear through the internet. There's also the present I gave her yesterday. That's only 2 things. And underwear doesn't take up that much space. Besides, with how good she actually is at cleaning up, she doesn't have it in her to return things that she made a mess of back to their original state.
帰るつもりなのか。
Well, since I can make a comment about her messy luggage, that just means I'm back to my normal self.
明日ね。
どうして？
どうやらよ、済んだみたいだしね。
but it's exactly because I'm back to my normal self that she seems to be preparing to leave.
私が必要とされてる間ならここに居続けても心は痛まなかったんだけどね。ギブアンドテイクだったから。
なんだよそれ。お前以前は俺が帰れって言っても勝手に居座って。
それを言われるとちょっと苦しいんだけどね。あの頃の私はまあなんだ。
それにテイクはまだだ。だって俺お前に何も返せてない。
Oh, you guys shouldn't think of it like that though. Thinking of your relationship as like a give and take, that's kind of not good.
春樹。
だから別にこれからは俺がお前を養って、いや休ませてやってもいいかなって。
Whoa, he said provide. He said he'll provide for me. Did you just propose to me?
その冬休みはあと1週間も残ってるし。
Ordinarily, she's not the type of person to overlook that small mistake of mine just now.
本当に春樹はお人よしだね。そんなだから3年間も引きずったままでかえって相手を傷つけることになるんだよ。
Ooh, a glaring observation by Chiaki. Just like how we can't seem to let go of the real issue at hand, Chiaki has no intention of changing what she plans to do.
俺が悪いのは認めるけど、それは俺がお人よしだったからじゃない。ダメなやつだったからだよ。
で、本当に頑固だね。
ああ、確かに俺は頑固だよ。でもお前は逆にすごく柔軟な考え方してると思ってた。
For example, if I tell her, you can stay however long you want, I get the feeling that's exactly what she'll do.
本当に帰るのか？まだいたって構わないんだぞ。
I really wouldn't mind it at all. If anything, I'd be elated if she were to stay. If she can stay here for the entire winter break? No, if I'm lucky, then even after that and forevermore. Ooh, Haruki's got it bad after 1 week of living with someone. He's like, please live with me forever.
でもさ、春樹、今のあんたは私がいてくれなくちゃダメになるってわけじゃないんだよね。
そこまで戻ってこれたのもお前のおかげなんだけどな。
And now you should start up your part-time jobs, go back to school, become a normal, strong, independent person, and then come together with someone way, way healthier.
そっか、私のおかげか。自分で自分の首絞めちゃったかな、私。
千秋。
もう少しの間、あのだらけた生活が続くと思ってたんだけどな。
今の俺、居心地悪いか？
悪いね。
What an awful, horrible thing to say to somebody that is recovered.
はっきり言うな。
一人で生きていける春樹のそばにいるのはちとつらい。
そっか。
Despite a bitter smile forming on my face, in actuality, I spoke as if I received quite a shock. That is quite a shock. What a horrible thing to say to somebody. Did Chiaki really just say that she would prefer that I depend on her rather than be able to support her?
なら止めない。駅までは送っていきたいけど、一人で勝手に出てっても怒らない。
本当に私がいなくても大丈夫なんだね、春樹。ちょっとショックだな。
何度も言うけど、お前のおかげなんだからな。
I mean, if they just have a conversation without, like, being super upset at the start, you could just say, yes, I'm okay without you living here, but I do still want to be with you. I mean, that much should be obvious. Why are you thinking about the same thing I am? You were the one that brought it up first, weren't you? If it hurts to leave me, and if it also hurts when I let you leave, then why are things turning out this way?
さてと、それじゃあ荷造りの続きいきますか。どうやって入ってたのかな。
This is...
なあ、千秋。
何？
最後にもう一度求めてもいいか？
There's still lingering affections, aren't there?
春樹にしちゃあけすけだね。
Chiaki mutters with her back to me as she folds the camisole from that time.
お前の影響かもな。欲しい時に欲しいって我慢しなくなった。嫌か？なら諦めるけど。
諦められんの？春樹ってば。
相手が嫌って言うなら絶対に諦めるよ、俺は。そりゃ本当は苦しいほどに欲しいけどさ、千秋が。
春樹。
じゃあおやすみ。俺今日は床で寝るから。
Come to think of it, in the past, that one time when she took over my bed, I deliberately ran into the bathroom and slept inside the tub. That was so silly. Why? Why not the floor? Why the tub? But I don't need to go that far now. Even though my desire for her is stronger than before, so are my feelings of wanting to cherish her.
春樹、ベッドに寝て。
いいって。ベッドはお前が。
今すぐ寝て。仰向けになって力抜いて。
千秋。
今日は私がしてあげるから。春樹は求める必要ないから。
That's not very attractive with that face. That doesn't sound like you want it at all.
なんだよそれ。
Was it that you didn't answer my longing because you thought said lodging was unnecessary? Longing was unnecessary? It's like a witty reply.
さあほら、早く寝ないと押し倒しちゃうぞ。
俺てっきり今日は嫌なのかと。
嫌なわけないじゃん。この千秋ちゃんがさ。
なのか？
春樹にエッチなことを散々叩き込まれたこの泉千秋がさ。
あ。
I thought it was a joke. But she held on to me and pushed me down onto the bed.
もうこんなことする意味ないんだけどね。でも理屈じゃないんだよね。
なんだって？
ほら、春樹は口答えしないの。今から私が快感にもだえさせてあげるからね。
Chiaki's hand reaches for my boxers and everything is stripped away in an instant. So, I'll be back with you when it is once again safe for work. And welcome back. As you can imagine, Haruki and Chiaki shared some adult times, and it was just kind of sad. They both seemed kind of resolute that it was going to be the last time. Chiaki was pretty upset that she wasn't able to fully take the lead because she wanted to take in the experience, and she wasn't able to do so. Now it has become morning. As my foggy mind gradually clears up, I unconsciously check the clock at my bedside. It's 6:30 in the morning. Wow, back to old times, huh? Waking up 6:30. There's still plenty of time to get dressed and eat breakfast. And depending on the situation, I could even take a shower first and still make it before my first class.
Chiaki.
I haven't once woken up at this time while she was staying over.
Oh.
Her belongings that were scattered on the floor last night have all but completely vanished. Her scent still lingers in this small room that now feels spacious. But it's obvious even without opening the doors of the room and checking. The fact that she has already left. I open the window by the bed, which has been closed for the past few days. The cold wind blows fiercely into the already unusually cold room, sending the warmth of yesterday far into the past. Chiaki's scent also gradually fades. I would gladly stay together with her forever if she were to ever desire that. Even if they called that cohabitation, I already had the resolve to acknowledge that kind of reality. Our intimate days together, where we intermingled and melted into each other, and even thought we would never separate again, have been swiftly replaced by my former everyday life following my recovery. Just what was she thinking? Alright, and we will stop off there for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this chapter of Chiaki's Route, and I'll be back with you more in the future. So until then, I hope you take care. See you!